Example 2, the class by gender. Copy and complete the table. Use the table to answer the questions that follow. All right, so we have a table started, which you need to pause and copy down. And let's go through and fill in our empty blanks here. So for class 1, the number of boys is 14 and the number of girls is 12. So the ratio of boys to girls, we're going to use our boys number first, is 14 to 12. For class 2, our ratio of boys to girls would be 7 to 6. So now we're going to take that ratio and split it back out like we had here. So this says the ratio of boys to girls is 56 to 48. So that means there are 56 boys to 48 girls. Are the ratio of boys to girls in the two classes equivalent? So if we look at class 1 and class 2, we're talking about, are these two ratios equivalent, or are they the same? So if we look at 14 to 12 and 7 to 6, can we make these be the same? Now these look a lot like fractions, which means we can treat them like fractions. So we're going to simplify this one down, which these are both even numbers, so we can divide by 2. So let's divide both of those by 2. And we get 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. Therefore, these two ratios are equivalent. What could these ratios tell us? So if we're looking at these two ratios, what are the ratios telling us? These ratios are telling us that the number of boys is in each class is the same number as to girls. So for every 7 boys in the class, there are 6 girls. So we're going to say for every 7 boys, there are 6 girls. Okay. What does the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in class 1 to the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in the entire 7th grade tell us? So now we're comparing class 1 to our whole 7th grade. So we need to see if these are equivalent ratios. All right, so we know our class 1 is 14 to 12, which we've already simplified down to 7 over 6. So we're going to use our ratio from the whole 7th grade, which is 56 over 48. Now both of these we can work on simplifying. I know that these are both divisible by 8. If you didn't see that, you could know they're both even and divide by 2 and keep dividing by 2 until you got as far as you could. And I know that 56 divided by 8 is 7 and 48 divided by 8 is 6, so they are the same ratio. So again, this ratio is telling us that first, they are equivalent, or they're the same. And then there is the same number of boys, oops, how do I spell right? Of boys for the same number of girls. For example, for every 7 boys, there are 6 girls.